Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about the McDsp APB. It's been close to a month since I got the unit in demo in my studio. I've used it extensively when mixing, when mastering, and today we're gonna play around with the plugins included. On the video that I did installing the APB, I got a couple of comments regarding the unit itself. I think there are a couple of misconceptions, a couple of comments that were stating that this APB is just a DSP unit. It's not a DSP unit, it's a truly analog unit that is controllable or programmable with plugins. So inside of the units we have analog pads, we have analog circuits. It's true that the EQs on the unit are digital, but the saturation that comes with an EQ, and I think that's one of the major part when it comes to analog, the saturation of the units, because with digital EQs most of them are sounding the same, from Pro Q3 to Kirchhoff to Nova from TDR. They are digital clean EQ that can achieve similar results. The magic happens when it comes to saturation. Also we have tube and tape emulations, and in a box like that we cannot have tape or tubes, and that I think is throwing a couple of people off. But the McDsp team behind the APB are really talented coders, and they've been doing this for such a long time, and I really believe that the emulations done with the APB are pretty close to the real stuff. And I have a couple of tubes units in my studio, so I know what I'm talking about. In my opinion, this is a fantastic piece of gear. I think if you are going this route with digitally controlled analog gear, APB should be on your list. I will not keep the unit because my budget is not allowing it right now, but it's on my short list for future purchases. I would go with the 16 version because with the 8 channels I think things are a bit too limited for my taste. 8 mono channels, that means we have 4 stereo channels. It's enough for small sessions where you are processing just a couple of the important buses, but you can always render the channels, freeing up additional channels, so you can add the McDsp APB sound all over your project. Do I think it's worth it? Like I've said, if you are in this business and if you need to move fast, yes, this is a fantastic unit. And McDsp is adding more and more plugins to this platform, making this APB-8 one of the most versatile pieces of gear that you can buy at this moment. The workflow is superb. I didn't have any issues in my time with the unit. Enough talking, I want to jump into a session and see how I can enhance that session with the help of the APB-8 from McDsp. This is the session that I'll be using today, just the levels done and some light to-bus processing.
Ich bin in meiner Prime, doch Amazon ist einfach schneller und deshalb stapeln sich leere Kartons in meinem Keller. Zeit ist Geld, manipulierte Weizenfeld.
One plugin that I've really enjoyed from the APB is the Bob plugin. This is aimed at making your bass really heavy. We have bias and frequency, and these are the two most important controls. Really nice in adding a lot of body to your bass. Let's try it on the kick. We have this musical elements from the track. I want to add some compression. For me, nothing beats the feel of analog compression. This unit, the APB-8, is just amazing when it comes to compression. Let's try the chicken head tool. Let me try the chicken head compressor on the drums too. Have the Elmo. Let's try it on vocals.
In meiner Prime, doch Amazon ist einfach schneller und deshalb stapeln sich leere Kartons in meinem Keller. Zeit ist Geld, manipulierte Weizenfelder, kleine Brötchen backen nur noch deine Eltern. Ich bin zu weit für meine Zeit, Transrapid. Die Welt ist einfach noch nicht reif, Transrapid. Schau her, ich gleit an euch vorbei. Die Welt ist einfach noch nicht reif, Transrapid. Ich bin in meiner Prime, doch Amazon ist einfach schneller und deshalb stapeln sich leere Kartons in meinem Keller. Zeit ist...
Let's try Elmo on the entire music, because this is a nice gluing compressor. Now I want to try the Kinetic Drive on the entire beat. So with this we are saturating more of the top end, more of the bass, and here we have the all-wheel drive, which is basically saturating the entire spectrum. Really nice implementation of the wet dry with independent controls that are linkable. The next plugin is a limiter. Let's add it again on the instrumental bus. I've already tested this limiter in a couple of mastering sessions, and I have to admit that I actually like it a lot. And one big reason why I like this limiter is the color section. Then we have a multiband compressor. The only downside of the multiband compressor is that it's taking 6 out of the 8 channels on the APB, but it's expected since this is an analog multiband compressor. Let's try it out on vocals. We have saturation for the bands, we have the crossover points.
Transrapid, schau her, ich gleit an euch vorbei. Brauch keine Gleise, denn ich slide völlig frei. Ich bin in meiner Prime, doch Amazon ist einfach schneller. Und deshalb stapeln sich leere Kartons in meinem Keller. Zeit ist Geld, manipulierte Weizenfelder. Kleine Brötchen backen nur noch deine Eltern. Ich bin zu weit für meine Zeit, Transrapid. Die Welt ist einfach noch nicht reif, Transrapid. Schau her, ich gleit an euch vorbei. Brauch keine Gleise, denn ich slide völlig frei. Ich bin in meiner Prime, doch Amazon ist einfach schneller. Und deshalb stapeln sich leere Kartons in meinem Keller. Zeit ist Geld, manipulierte Weizenfelder. Kleine Brötchen backen nur noch deine Eltern. Ich bin zu weit für meine Zeit, Transrapid. Die Welt ist einfach noch nicht reif, Transrapid. Schau her, ich gleit an euch vorbei. Brauch keine Gleise, denn ich slide völlig frei. Ich bin in meiner Prime, doch Amazon ist einfach schneller. Und deshalb stapeln sich leere Kartons in meinem Keller. Zeit ist Geld, manipulierte Weizenfelder. Kleine Brötchen backen nur noch deine Eltern. Ich bin zu weit für meine Zeit, Transrapid. Die Welt ist ein...
So this can be used to fix problems, enhance things in a mix. I've been using this when mastering with great success. Then we have the Mu-X mixer, and this is more like a summing box, let's call it, with EQ and compression. So we have the master view of the summing mixer, let's call it. Then we can add instances of the Mu mixer in our session. So we have one on the mix bus, one on the drum and bass, on the music, and one on vocals. And we can control all those instances from this view.
Weizenfelder, kleine Brötchen backen nur noch deine Eltern. Ich bin zu weit für meine Zeit, Transrapid. Die Welt ist einfach noch nicht reif, Transrapid. Schau her, ich gleit an euch vorbei. Brauch keine Gleise, denn ich slide völlig frei. Ich bin in meiner Prime, doch Amazon ist einfach schneller. Und deshalb stapeln sich leere Kartons in meinem Keller. Zeit ist Geld, manipulierte Weizenfelder. Kleine Brötchen backen nur noch deine Eltern. Ich bin zu weit für meine Zeit, Transrapid. Die Welt ist einfach noch nicht reif, Transrapid. Schau her, ich gleit an euch vorbei. Brauch keine Gleise, denn ich slide völlig frei.
I've used the Mu mixer a couple of times when mixing as a summing box, let's call it, and I love using it as a finisher, adding just a touch of saturation after I feel the mix is almost done. Then we have the Mu tube. Pretty great to add a nice weight to any source. Then we have the Royal Mu. This is a Varimu. This one can function in dual mono, stereo or mid-side. So I've unlinked the left, right or mid side, and now I'm controlling just the sides. I can get this nice spread by compressing the sides differently. Or by adding just a touch of EQ on the sides or saturation. This was my favorite compressor to use when it comes to mastering. We also have the Royal Q. Have saturation for individual bands. And the last plugin is the tape. We have compression, two different tape types, a roll-off, a bump, two different heads. Again, this works in mid-side. The bump is really great to add that weight on the bottom. I've used it a couple of times when it comes to mastering, and I love adding just a touch of the bump. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, drop a like. If you want exclusive content or early access to my videos, you can join me on Patreon. Thanks for the support and see you guys really, really soon. Cheers.